What I'm getting ready to do now is something I've never done before, which is actually to go clean a pool. I mean, what's this going to take me, like 30 minutes? I'm going to earn $150. Super chill, super relaxed, super in line with the description of this channel and the lifestyle of this channel. You know, I walk away from a gig like this, like I wouldn't even call this a job, this is just a gig. That's what I feel like I do, is just a lot of little gigs. And I walk away from a gig like this, and I'm just so grateful for what I do. And another lady contacted me about an art easel that I have for sale. And this was an art easel that I actually made myself. There was a period where I was getting into painting. All right, so there's already been a really great start to the day because I woke up to a guy that came and purchased some coolers, like some ice chest type coolers, for $35. And it was one of those rare occasions where he was very punctual and actually set a time and that he wanted to come pick them up. And then he actually followed through the next morning and came at that time. Because usually people are very unreliable on Facebook Marketplace, but these coolers were part of a junk removal that I had done, and the amount of money I made on the junk removal was like $150. And then the way this is shaping up, I'm already over $200 in what I've made just on selling some of the stuff that I picked up. So those coolers were part of it, and I still have some more coolers that I'm going to be selling as well. But that's always a really great feeling for me when I wake up to a bunch of Facebook Marketplace messages from people that want to buy stuff. But what I'm getting ready to do now is something I've never done before, which is actually to go clean a pool. And all it is just taking that long pole brush and brushing the sides of the pool. And that's all they want done. And this is a customer I had done some work before, prepping parts of his front yard for him to put sod down. And I don't know if he ended up putting sod down or grass seed down, but that's all he wanted us to do, was just go and rake it out and smooth it out. So that's how I first met him. And then he sent me a message a couple days ago saying, hey, I need my pool brushed. I just don't feel like doing it. Can you come do this? And so I let him know my minimum charge is $150. And that's something we teach in the Cash Cow Business Bootcamp. And this is a perfect example of why, and also an example of why it puts you in such a great position to charge a minimum fee. Because people will have all these different random requests, regardless of what your service is. There's going to be lots of different aspects of it where they're just going to want you to do a certain part of it. And you have to make that worth your time. Because otherwise, you'll very easily be upside down in those kinds of requests because you're going out and doing something that just isn't worth the money to go out and do. So what's interesting about this is the only reason I was kind of somewhat comfortable doing this was I had by chance watched a YouTube video just like you're watching this video, learning what different kinds of opportunities are out there. I was watching a video of a pool cleaning service business. And in that video, the guy that they were interviewing very briefly showed how to brush the walls of a pool. And so just from that, I was somewhat familiar with it. And so that's why I knew kind of what this guy was talking about when he was requesting me to do this. And so what I did, just to confirm what he wanted me to do, because I had never done this before, I just texted him back describing what I remembered watching on that video. So I said, sure, just to confirm what the expectation is, you're going to have a long pole brush there, and you're just wanting me to start at the top of the wall and brush down to the bottom, all the way around the pool, getting the grime off of the walls. Is that right? ? And he wrote back and said, that's it exactly. And so then I let him know, okay, well, my minimum charge is $150 to come out and complete any task. If that works for you, I can be there this coming Thursday morning between 9 a.m. and 9:30. And he said, that works perfect. Didn't even flinch. didn't even hesitate. And here's what's really interesting about this. After I had watched that YouTube video, I kind of was somewhat interested in it, and I looked up what the charge is. And Google results for this usually are really not the best. You really want to talk to someone who's really doing it. But the fees that I was able to see online were around $75, like maybe $55, $60 to go do a pool cleaning. And that is not enough money for me to make me want to go do a repeat service like that. Plus, I think just doing a repeat service for me personally like that would get really boring. But what I love about this is because of that minimum fee, and that's why I stress that so much, and that's why we teach that in the Cash Cow Business Bootcamp. The minimum fee is what's making this whole thing awesome, right? It's like a beautiful morning. I'm in a really nice neighborhood in a really nice area. I think the pool needs some work. I don't think it's in the best shape currently, but it's still really nice surroundings. And I personally love the idea of going and brushing a pool. I mean, what's this going to take me, like 30 minutes? I'm going to earn $150. Super chill, super relaxed, super in line with the description of this channel and the lifestyle of this channel. I'm going to have my whole afternoon free. And I just like the idea of doing this, like getting to walk in to someone's super nice property, getting to be there and getting paid to be there, getting paid really well to be there, doing something that's really not that big a deal. It's just something that they don't want to do. And for whatever reason, I just love everything about it. I love how much I'm getting paid. I love the circumstance. I love the environment. I love how relaxed and chill it is. This is a perfect example of what I love about offering a service business. So I've made my $35 selling some coolers. I've watched some YouTube videos on how to go clean a pool. So let's go clean a pool.
How do we talk about it? Is there a way around it? When I open my mouth, you just open your mouth. Now we're both talking louder. You take the ball for me, and I'd go to war for you. Damn, how do we destroy it? Cut so deep, healing ain't cheap. How does it go? Feeling 3 feet tall, no crystal ball. I'm giving you time, the answer been yours, but what about mine? Feeling 1 foot tall.
Well, I did it. I cleaned a pool. You know, I walk away from a gig like this, like I wouldn't even call this a job, this is just a gig. That's what I feel like I do, is just a lot of little gigs. And I walk away from a gig like this, and I'm just so grateful for what I do. It's 11 o'clock in the morning, I'm done working for the day, but I'm still not done making money, because while I was there cleaning the pool, this just happened to be one of those mornings where I'm getting a bunch of text messages from people on Facebook Marketplace. And one guy wants to come look at a dolly that he wants to purchase. And another lady contacted me about an art easel that I have for sale. And this was an art easel that I actually made myself. There was a period where I was getting into painting and I was wanting to paint these really large easels. And I was also making my own easels out of wood. I didn't really want to paint on canvas, and I just kind of wanted to do my own thing and just kind of have fun. Like, that's a perfect example of the hobbies and interests that I want to be able to do in life. And that's exactly why I set up my service business to operate the way that it does. I specifically focus on these small gigs. For example, I have the rest of the day completely free. And that lets me explore life. That lets me live the journey and actually get to have different experiences in life and have not only the money, but the time to be able to have those experiences. And so making art pieces was just something I wanted to try and I wanted to experiment with and have some fun doing. And so I enjoyed it for a while and then moved on to other things and put the art easel up for sale just because the thing is so huge to keep around. So that's what this lady that messaged me is coming to pick up, and I'm heading home right now to sell it to her.
What can I say? I can't wait for you.
Oh, this is awesome.
I'm not made for you. Running in place, everything's ours. What can I say? When love gon' blow a fuse.
One of the things that was cool about it was she was buying it to get back into doing art again. And anytime you're selling something you have personal history with, you always love to see it going to someone who's going to give it a second life. So that wraps up today, and if you're interested in living this same type of lifestyle, I'll put a link below to a 2-part series I created that shows how to offer a high-income service business in a very chill and laid-back way. And if you'd like to see the backstory to the art easel as well as the art I made with it, I'll put a link below to Cash Cow Artist Plus where you can watch that video as well as other exclusive content and videos. Otherwise, thanks for hanging out with me today, and make sure to subscribe to see the next video where I got paid $350 to stain 2 fence slats and empty 2 trash cans. To find out how I got paid such great money for such simple tasks, you can click right here to watch that video next.